In this video, I'm going to show you how to get from here, with a little bit of hard work and consistency in your training, how you get to here. And then with some more hard work and some consistency in your training, I'm going to show you how you can get to here, some additional load on you with your pull-ups. Now, before we get started on the progressions and how to get there, I just need to go through a few things first of all. So, number one, if you are a larger individual and you're carrying more body fat, it's going to be harder for you to accomplish the goal of getting a pull-up compared to someone who's lighter and carrying less body fat. So you just need to factor in whether the actual time and effort into getting a pull-up is going to be worth the reward. And then number two, this progression scheme takes into, it's presuming that you're already doing some form of upper body strength training. So a vertical push-pull such as a lat pull down and a shoulder press, horizontal push-pull such as a bench press, dumbbell row. It's also presuming that you're doing some sort of core training such as a hollow hold shown here in this picture here, or some sort of rollouts, planks, side planks, L holds, something along that nature there. And then the third and final thing, which is the most important, is going to be your shoulder position. Now you can see here in this video here, I've got my shoulders elevated up towards my ears and I've got a rounded shoulder. Now what I'm looking to do here is I look to depress my shoulders down to the ground, and then I'm looking to draw my shoulder blades in. And imagine like you've got a 50-pound note in between your shoulder blades and you're looking to keep that in. And then you can see, even when I bring my hands up to the front and then up towards overhead, I'm really trying to keep that shoulder girdle and shoulder scap position real active throughout. Now when we go through all these progressions, you're going to need to make sure that is switched on throughout. So let's get into the progressions, okay? And I start off with an Australian pull-up or a supine pull-up, whatever you prefer to call it. Now the main coaching cues for here is, we're looking for the body to be completely straight. So straight line, imagine running from the ankle, through the hip, through the shoulder, into the ear. We're looking to keep your backside squeezed nice and tight. Make sure your core's braced. Make sure your scap position's set on, just what we talked about earlier in this video. Make sure you've got a good grip of the bar, your chin's tight, and then when you pull yourself up, you're imagining you're going to bend that bar in half, and you're looking to come up and touch your chest off the bar. So this is the same exercise. All I've done to increase intensity is lower the bar closer to the ground, and then you can do that each time by just lowering it one pin at a time. Now later in this video I'm going to go through an exercise progression model that you can follow so that you know when to move on from each progression. The last stage in this progression is to elevate your feet up on a bench. This will significantly increase the intensity of the exercise. You can also add a weighted weight vest if you have this available to you and you're able to do so. And this will develop significant strength in the upper back and grip strength before moving on. Now, the exercise principles are as follows. You should be looking to train at least 3 to 4 times per week. This frequency will allow you enough time under tension to get better at the skill of pulling your own body weight. Now, you should be looking to do 3 or 4 sets. Only add the 4th set if you feel that you're recovering from session to session and week to week and you're progressing over time. The rep range that I want you to stay in is between 4 to 6 repetitions, always aiming for 6 reps with good form and obviously with good intensity, so leaving 1 to 2 reps left in the tank. Now the model you're going to follow is what's called dynamic double progression. So we'll just follow through so you can get a good idea of what's going on. So say for example you start on pin 8 on the squat rack in the higher position, and in session 1 you hit 6 reps, 6 reps and 5 reps. Because you hit 6 reps on that first set, move on to the next progression. And then in session 2 you came in, it was now at pin 7, so it was lower to the ground, and you hit 3 sets of 5 across. You stay on that progression for next workout because you never hit 6 reps on that first set. You get to session 3, you hit a 6, a 5 on pin 7 again. You would move to the next progression because you hit 6 reps on your first set. You get to session 4 and on pin 6, you only hit 5 reps on your first set, 4 on your second set. Now, at this stage, if you hit 4, because you're at the lower end of your range, I would reduce the intensity here on that 3rd set by moving the bar up a bit so that you can stay within your rep range. And then for the next workout, you would stay at that same progression. And then in session 5, you're at pin 6 again. Say you hit 6 reps, 5 reps and 4 reps, you would move to the next progression because you hit 6 reps on that first set. The second progression here is active holds, but to be honest here, if you put a significant amount of work into your supine pull-ups, particularly feet elevated supine pull-ups, you should have already a significant amount of upper back and grip strength. So if you're able to hold this for up to 30 seconds, then for me, I would move on to the next progression. Progression 3, Scap pull-ups. Now the key things we're looking for to do here is you're looking to elevate your shoulders up to your ear, and then depress your scaps down and then lift the chest up to the front. You're going to do this all while keeping your arms completely straight, and it's just a really small motion. Now once you're able to get at least 10 of these with good control and good form, I would move on to the next progression, and then I would use scap pull-ups and the previous progression, active hangs, just within your warm-ups as an additional way to getting more volume in your program. Progression 4, band pull-ups. Now all you're looking to do is follow the same progression scheme that I've already outlined for supine pull-ups. So you're looking to select a band that you can do 6 reps on your first set, so pretty hard set. And then each progression you're just going to decrease the thickness of the band to accommodate your increase in strength. Now main coaching cues that you're looking for is you're looking to keep the glutes active, core braced, scaps active. You're looking to keep your hand placement just outside shoulder width and making sure you've got a good strong grip. And then when you pull up, you're looking to bring your elbows down and in, and imagine you're putting your elbows in your back pocket. Or similar to what I've said before, imagine you're bending that bar in half as you pull yourself up. Now once you're able to get down to a minimal band, I would then move on to the next progression and start to use this and the next progression in combination. Progression 6, negatives or eccentrics. All you're looking to do is jump up, and you're looking to try and control your body weight down as slow and as long as you possibly can, keeping the same coaching cues that we've discussed in earlier progressions. And then for I personally prefer to do a lower number of reps on these, but keep them more intense. So I usually aim for around about 3 sets of 2 to 3, and then try and keep this as slow as you possibly can. Once you can get beyond a 10-second eccentric or negative on the way down, I would start to weight these. So start putting a little bit of additional load on you and then control it down for as long as you possibly can. And that will have a real positive impact on your strength development. And then I would use this in combination with the previous progression, band pull-ups. So one day do your eccentric training, and then your next day you can do your pull-ups, and then just progress from there back and forth. And then it won't be long before you get to that ever elusive first pull-up. And the final progression, full pull-up. Same coaching cues as before. Imagine you're going to bend that bar in half as you pull yourself up. Bring your elbows down and in. Imagine you're putting them in towards your back pocket. And then it won't be long before you start adding some additional load on, and then things will start to really take off. Now, those are the progressions that I would take to get someone to their first pull-up. The key things to take home is that you're training consistently, you're training hard and with intent when you do get into the actual gym, and ultimately you're progressing over time. Now, it doesn't need to be session to session, but as long as over the weeks and over the months there's like a continuous progression up, then happy days. Now, hopefully you found some use and some value from that. And if you've got any questions, obviously fire some comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.